So hey friends, long time no see. I've been staying really busy with my part-time job with the US Census. It's been taking up all my weekends and a lot of my weeknights after my first job. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know how it was going. So this is what it's really like working for the census.
She's lost. She's lost her land again. They lost my friend. Lost her land again.
So the survey that I'm doing isn't the one that most people think of when they think of the US Census. It's not the little 10 question who lives here, that sort of thing, and their ages. This is a lot more in-depth of a survey. In fact, it takes about an hour per person in the household to complete this survey. So as you can well imagine, I get quite a bit of pushback from people. They don't want to participate for whatever reason. They either think it's too lengthy, they don't have time for this, or they're just not comfortable answering all these questions. And I kind of get that, I really do. But meanwhile, it is my job to drive around and try to get people to answer these questions. Now, I've had some luck with some very nice people, and we've completed the interviews. With others, not so much. In fact, I had one couple that went so far as to have their phone numbers changed so that I couldn't bother them anymore. And I hate that. I really do. But today I'm out giving it another whirl. We'll see where we get. I said I can't give out any personal information or specifics on this survey, but I did want to just kind of share the fun and games. So I'm off to my next address, and I hope I don't get a door slammed on me or a dog sicked on me. Government work. It's hard work. It is kind of fun though to drive around neighborhoods that I'm not used to, and spring is springing. Check out the wisteria. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's fabulous. That's fabulous. And we have a lot of this. A lot of traffic in Dallas-Fort Worth area today. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's a lot of people out spending money. It's tax refund time and stimmy time. Yep, I think that's what's going on here. So the last house I just stopped at, I could hear a lady in the house yelling at her kid. I could hear the kid screaming and yelling too. I'm pretty sure they heard me knocking on the door, but they chose not to answer. I get that. I don't answer my door if I don't know who's on the other side, if I didn't invite somebody or not expecting somebody. So left her my card. Maybe they'll call me later. My goodness, traffic is brutal. Brutal.
In 2 miles, take the exit toward Green Oaks Boulevard, Carrier Parkway.
Road construction all the time. All the time. You're a loud bird. Say something. Some crazy sounds. So I pulled over at this little park so I could update the notes on my laptop. It's hard to do it in the van, so I thought I'd pull over. And yeah, the wind blows. Anyway, on to my next address. So I kind of petered out yesterday. I ended up getting a really good interview with a very nice lady yesterday evening. She was very cool. She brought out 2 chairs and we sat in her driveway and did her interview. Very nice lady. But with that said, when I get home, I'm going through my computer and I realized there was more questions that somehow the computer wouldn't let me get to when I was right there with her. So I wasn't able to actually complete the interview. Very frustrating. This has been a very frustrating experience, and let me tell you why. When they were doing their training, it wasn't a normal training. This is something that was new to everybody. They were trying to do it virtually, like everything else in 2020. So I feel like I missed a lot. And I don't feel very comfortable with trying to keep doing this. I feel like I'm taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So with that said, I think I'm going to end up having to go ahead and resign my position with the census. Like I said, it's just, I've not been very productive. That's not good for them. That's not very good for me. And yeah, I miss camping. I miss having my weekends to myself. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think, yeah, I'm going to get back out and get back to living life. It was good to make a little side money, you know, put something in my emergency van fund, because Lord knows there's always an emergency with this van. so it was worth it. But yeah, it's going to be the end of me with the US Census. That further. So then something else happened. I had gone to a house and it was quite obviously vacant. There was a realtor's box on the garage door, the whole 9 yards. So I saw a man from across the street and I said, "Hey, do you know if this house is vacant?" He said, "Yeah, it is, and I think they're getting ready to rent it." I said, "Awesome, great, thanks so much for your info." So I put in the notes, the guy at the address across the street told me it was vacant. Well, then my supervisor tells me that's not good enough. I needed to get his name and his phone number. Well, why would that guy want to give me his name and his phone number? You know what I mean? Anyway, my bad for not asking him. So I had to drive back over there today and try to knock on that guy's door to ask him for his name and his phone number. Well, he wasn't home. So I saw another neighbor out and I asked him. And he said, "Do you know if that's vacant?" He said, "Yeah, it is, but I don't know who owns it or how to go about getting information how to rent it." I said, "All right, thanks. Well, I'm with the US Census. I don't suppose I can get your name and number, can I?" And he's like, "Get off my lawn, lady." So, yeah, good times with the census. I guess it's just not for me because I wouldn't answer those questions either. There's no way I would tell some stranger who comes up, "Hey, what's your name and number?" Nope. So anyway, yeah, I guess I'm just not the right type of person for this gig. Maybe something else fun will come along. Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully I will be seeing you more often. Y'all stay lost, my friends. Meanwhile. Meanwhile, I fell over.